Hi everyone! Today I'm diving into the question, is it worth owning a 2015 Tesla Model S 85D in 2025? After 10 months of ownership and over 26,000 miles driven, I've gathered hard data, real savings, and a few surprises along the way. We're going to break it down from costs to savings to hidden perks, and to see if this Tesla is still a smart choice. Let's go. Every person has a criteria when they choose which vehicle to buy. For those with money to spare, it's no-brainer. Choose the best car with most performance and the best design. But if you're like me who do not have deep pockets and is always trying to save every penny in every area of your life, the price and the long-term savings are the top criteria you consider when buying a vehicle. And that is exactly what I did. I bought this 2015 Tesla Model S with just over 26,000 miles on the odometer. Fast forward 10 months, I've added another 26,000 miles to that. The main question I kept asking myself was, will this car actually save me money as I initially thought, or am I just buying into the hype? Let's start with the cost, which includes the purchasing price and an extended warranty, the maintenance fee, and lastly, the fuel cost. Then we're going to look at the savings. Alright, I purchased this car for $25,000. I know it's not a small sum of money, and you could perhaps get a better car, but I did make that investment because, according to my calculations, the savings would be greater than the investment. And also I financed the car and my monthly payment is roughly $520. So over the past 10 months, that's $5,200. In addition to that, I have purchased an extended warranty because being a car from 2015, the warranty that it came with Tesla has expired. And it being an electric vehicle, and there's a good chance that the high voltage battery might fail, I thought it was wise to get an extended warranty. And that comes to $140 per month with a $100 deduction. I will tell you later on that it has so far saved me some money, but I'm really keeping this plan for the time when my high voltage battery will need a replacement. Thirdly, there are maintenance fees. As you know, Tesla is known for requiring little maintenance, but there are some parts that are prone to malfunction, such as door handles and a hatchback latching mechanism, all of which I had to replace within my 10 months of ownership. So I replaced 2 door handles and a latching mechanism in the back of the car. Now, I had all the repairs done at Tesla Service Center, and the total came to $1,074. But I got $532 back from the extended warranty, which leaves the total money spent for repairs at $542. Now we move on to the fuel cost. I charge mainly at home, but I do a lot of trips on the road, so I use the supercharger quite a bit. So in driving 26,000 miles, the car used 10,400 kilowatt hours of energy. And out of that, 5,927 kilowatt hour of energy was charged at home, and the rest, which amounts to 3,848 kilowatt hours of electricity, was charged using Tesla's supercharger. The electricity goes for 12 cents a kilowatt hour at my home. When you do the math, the total cost from charging at home comes to $711. Meanwhile, the energy charged at Tesla's supercharger at an average rate of 39 cents per kilowatt hour comes to $1,500. When you add those two up, the total comes to $2,211 total. At the end of the day, when you sum up all the numbers, the cost of owning 2015 Tesla Model S comes to $9,353. Now let's take a look at the savings. Now we need a reference point, and I'm going to use the vehicle that I owned before I owned the Tesla, 2008 Nissan Pathfinder. And the biggest saving, of course, comes from the fuel. The average miles per gallon on that vehicle was 18 miles per gallon. And conservatively, in the area that I live in, the gas in the last year has costed $3 per gallon, which then means that over 26,000 miles, I would have used 1,466 gallons of fuel. That would have come to $4,400. In my experience of owning 2008 Nissan Pathfinder, I used an average of $1,000 on maintenance and repair. Because it's an older car, as it ages, it's going to require even more repair. But for the sake of this video, we're just gonna keep it at $1,000 per year. And by the way, all the costs that would have been incurred by driving the Nissan Pathfinder, we're considering all of that as savings. Finally, it's time to put the costs and the savings together to see whether it is worth it financially to get a 2015 Tesla Model S 85D in 2025. The total expense was $9,353, and the savings were $5,400, which means that I spent out of my pocket $3,953 over the last 10 months of ownership. That is nearly $4,000 every 10 months. Now I have about 50 months left on my car payments, which means by the time I am done with my car payments, I would have paid over $20,000 out of my pocket. That doesn't seem like a good deal, but here's the catch. I did mention at the beginning of the video that there are some hidden perks, and one of them is lifetime free supercharging, which means that I don't have to pay a single penny for the energy used at the supercharger. And when we factor that in, that saves me about $1,500 in the last 10 months. And in the same rate, if I do similar mileage over the next 50 months, that's a saving of $7,500. Let's do the math again. Factoring that in, the total cost then is reduced to $7,853, and the savings remain the same, and the total cost out of my pocket in the last 10 months is $2,453. If I continue this trend for the next 50 months, when my car payments will be done, I would have paid out of my pocket $12,500 roughly. Would you say that's a good deal? Because it would mean that I got this car for $12,500. And once I'm done with my car payments 50 months later, I would be saving about $2,700 every 10 months or every 26,000 miles. The longer I own this car with free supercharging, I will be saving money, regardless of which car it goes up against. This is not all. There is another hidden perk that I've found that can save you money over the course of ownership of this car. As many of you know, electric vehicles are perfect cars for car camping. With this Tesla Model S, I am able to go wherever I need to and spend the night in the car comfortably, because I can turn on the AC or the heater. And because I have free supercharging, it doesn't matter how much energy that I use. This comes in super handy on those occasions when you just have to get out of town and spend the night to get something done. Usually, I would have to pay for lodging, which at minimum costed me $100 a night, or even more. If I use my car to sleep in on those occasions 5 nights per year, that's a savings of minimum of $500 or more. And that, over the years, will quickly add up to give you even bigger saving. So, what is my final verdict? As you can see from the data presented, in the first 5 years or so, when I'll have car payments, I will have to pay more money out of my pocket compared to if I just kept driving my SUV. But as soon as the car payments are done, every mile I drive, I will be saving money. If I keep this car for the next 10 years, it would mean that the savings would amount to equal or greater than the money I paid to purchase this car, which is why I intend to keep this car as long as possible. So my final verdict, here it is. In a financial standpoint, owning a 2015 Tesla Model S 85D is well worth your money and your time and your investment. Now, this video was strictly created from a financial point of view, but you might wonder, how does it hold up as far as convenience, the performance, and the ride quality goes? Those will be handled in a different episode. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe and give a thumbs up. And there is a referral code for which you can buy a Tesla and get a discount on a new vehicle, anywhere between $1,000 or more. As you can see, the lifetime free supercharging is a key in making this a good financial choice for me. And Tesla is now offering a lifetime free supercharging on new Model S's and Model X's. So it might be a good time to consider buying those vehicles. Although they are super expensive, it may be something to consider for some of you. If you're still watching this video, I thank you sincerely for staying with me this long. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope to see you again next time.